Welcome to Pax Europiana. This is my statement for the EU summit here. It's the EU summit, the NATO summit, the G7 summit, and it's a very important week which I want to address now in this video. I called the G7 President Biden and the Japanese Prime Minister and of course the European leaders to have courage for unity. We need NATO enlargement. First of all, this is very important. We need to have a financial package of 1.5 trillion from the EU alone. There should be also more money from America, from Japan, from the IMF, from the United Kingdom. We need a financial way for victory, an industrial way for victory of Ukraine. We need to be able to really have a trade and energy boycott of Russia globally. Wherever the West has influence and the G7, EU and NATO, we need to end the uranium imports into the EU and into any other countries where we have influence, the oil and the gas. The Europeans have to cut the gas of Russia completely. This is important. And now one of my installations has fallen down, especially the Kosovo flag, which is so dear to me that I will have to pick it up improvised. I hope you will bear with me. And here, this should be back again. It's the very big flag and so they have some weight. Yes, very good. Kosovo is up again. Kosovo very central to my political life, and I'm very happy that I have here the Kosovo flag, the Georgian flag and the Ukrainian flag. Obviously, Ukraine is in the center of all attention, but we need to have the courage to invite Kosovo to NATO and to grant it the EU candidate status. And there should be no artificial division between the Georgian, Ukraine, Bosnian, the free only EU potential candidate status. No, we need clarity. All 9 countries must be EU candidate countries. And if somebody must be downgraded, it's Serbia, because it's not very loyal towards it's actually with Russia mostly. So Serbia should be downgraded, not Georgia. Georgia anyhow will be upgraded, and Kosovo should be upgraded, all to have the EU potential candidate country status. That's the best way forward. But I want to talk here because of NATO, EU and Kosovo, Georgia, Ukraine, especially about the G7 summit. Here it's important to have real weapons and arms for Ukraine, to be ready for that and to have much more delivery. The Americans have 155 howitzer, it's called. I learned that word now in English as well. The Germans send 7. Yeah, they need 700, probably 1,000, something like this. And then to also have all the heavy anti-ship and torpedoes and all the weapons. Why not send aircraft carriers and aircraft, also airplanes? Yeah, we need to go full in. We need also to militarily intervene. I've made the case many times already for a no-flight zone west of the Dnieper, for the liberation of Kherson and Zaporizhia. We can of course not liberate Crimea and the Donbass. I'm very sorry for that. But we can liberate most of Ukraine. Russia can have some territorial gains. Yes, we will not be able to neglect, to deny that. But certainly not at the Dnieper, certainly not Kherson, certainly not Mariupol, under no circumstances. There must be military reconquest of all of Kherson and all of Zaporizhia. That's absolutely important. Now I have lost another flag. So in this video I lose a lot of flags. Nevertheless, we shouldn't lose any territory. We should also not lose the credibility of the West. And we should act like we did it in Kosovo. We should now act as we did it in Ukraine. And we have failed Georgia. We shouldn't fail Georgia again. So here the logic is intervention. Military intervention is the right thing to do. And we have done it in the past. In Bosnia and Kosovo it worked very well. We have to do it again. And please, everybody recognize Kosovo, because the non-recognition is undermining the Western unity and the Western resolve and the Western credibility. That is very wrong. So we need to get going, and we need to be stronger, and we need to be more reasonable. And here unity is very clear, a big financial package is very clear, enlargement of NATO, enlargement of the EU, very clear. This is the institutional, industrial and financial answer to the Russian war, and we need also a military answer. Of course limited, of course reasonable, of course decent, as we always do it. We do it decently. And obviously there must be also full support for Lithuania when the Russians are now threatening Lithuania because they implement EU sanctions. There's something completely wrong here. So here comes the point. Intervention is also very important, but limited, reasonable and well. And first of all, to give Ukraine all the material and financial and industrial support it needs. Yeah? So here, I think that was my appeal, and I call for reason, unity and for support of Ukraine. Please also don't leave Georgia, Kosovo and Bosnia behind. We must believe in our policies of the past and on the future, and enlargement is the correct thing to do. Thanks a lot. More to come from Pax Europiana. Let's see if these summits will be as successful as I hope. Bye.